Hey everyone, Sandy here. I wanted to share something with you that has really been working for me, and I thought maybe it can help you. It might not be a system that works for you, but this has really been working for me. I use it when I am making phone calls, primarily, but anything else that, let me explain what it is, and you can see how you could adapt it to other situations also. This is an insert I got from Monique. I had originally been using the insert from Monique that was, it was an address book. That's what I had originally been doing it as, because I like the whole concept of it being alphabetized, and you'll see what I mean when I get there. But I decided that since I was switching from the field notes over to a regular size traveler's notebook, when I switched over, I decided to just go with a blank insert that I could just adapt for myself, because of page numbers and stuff like that. Let me show you what I'm talking about. What I did is I numbered every page. There was 64 pages, so they all are numbered all the way through, okay? And then I put the alphas at the top. Now, like, A was given 2 pages. This is B. You can't see under here. I had to cover some things up. Then C, then D, E, and all the way through. And I decided when I got to like M and S and T, I gave them some more pages. When I did X, Y, Z, I gave them pages combined, which I can show you back here. There, I just combined X, Y, and Z. Gave them a few pages, and then I wrote extra. And then on page 64, I did a little index for myself. A encompasses pages 1 to 2, and so on, and then extra start on page 52 to 63, and then this is page 64, just to help me out a little bit. But what I then do is, like I said, particularly when I'm making phone calls, and that's what I've been doing today. I've been making a lot of phone calls. So what I then do is I have this with me, and these aren't phone numbers per se that are in my I keep my phone numbers in my phone. So they're not numbers that I want to really keep in there, because in my phone, I don't want to be inundated with a million phone numbers. So I only keep contacts in there that I want as my contacts. But this is where I will keep information related to the phone calls. Let me show you. Today I had to call Beachbody. I am doing the 21-day fix, but when you signed up, I forgot to cancel the vitamins and the coaching that they offer. So I had to call up when I checked my account, and I saw I was billed for them. I'm like, oh no, I gotta call, I gotta cancel. So I called Beachbody. I really love using the Pilot Inkjoy multi pens, because if this was all in one color for me, it would just like blend together, and I wouldn't be able to keep things separate. Also, if this was all one color for me, chances are I would have used a lot more lines, because I wouldn't have written everything. You know, I write big enough as it is. So actually, this is a small section for me, because if I hadn't had been using the multi-pens, I probably would have skipped lines in between, because it would have all blended together for me, and I don't like that. So yes, I write big. This is an example of my big writing. I've mentioned it. You know, you have proof. I called Beachbody. This is the return number that they gave me. These are the amounts of money I'm going to be refunded. This is my confirmation number of what we did. This is the date, what I canceled, their phone number, and where I'm going to be mailing the vitamins back to. Some of you might think, well, why don't you just put this in your calendar on that date? The reason is the calendars in my the inserts that I use as calendar are 2 months at a time. Right now I have November and December in there. When December is over, they will be archived. I don't throw them out, but I do put them away. I don't want to have to be running to find them. Also, how will I remember what day I called Beachbody on? I will have no recollection that I called them on November the 20th. But I'll remember I called Beachbody to cancel. So if for some reason I don't get one of the refunds that I'm supposed to get, I can go back into this book and just go under B for Beachbody. I keep things in here, other things like that, but they're all alphabetized. My daughter is in the gifted program at school. So I have the gifted under Wilson. She goes to Wilson School District under Wilson. I have phone numbers for some of the gifted teachers, and their emails. I don't really want them in my contacts. Again, I don't like getting overwhelmed with a lot of contacts, but I put them in here and they're under W. As you can see, I transferred this last night from the field notes over. This will take me a lot longer to fill up than it will to fill up the months, and they'll be archived, and I'll keep it in here. The field notes one I've been using for many, many months, and it still was not filled. I just switched over because I'm switching sizes. What I did though last night is I then carried over all the information that was still relevant in the field notes. Some of that, because it had been in there for months, some of that information I really didn't need anymore. I knew I was refunded anything I needed to be refunded. I knew I was no longer going to need to contact this agency or whatever, so I just left that out. It's still in there, and I know where I'm going to archive those books, but it's not in here anymore. So this will stay in here a lot longer than my 1 month calendar, my 2 month calendar, even up to my 6 month calendar, maybe even my year. This will just keep going with me. You'll see, like here I combined I and J. M I gave a few more pages than other letters. O, P, and Q. I even attached cards in here. Again, this isn't a card that I necessarily want to, keep in my wallet. It's something that is kind of going on at this time, but once the situation has ended, it's not something that I'm really going to need to keep in my wallet and have extra papers with me, but it is something that I want to keep. Lots of little paper clips with stuff like that. Again, alphabetized, so it's so easy for me. For me, alphabetizing is the way to go rather than dating it, because I will remember the company name I called. I will remember, things along those lines, the names, that's what I'll remember, but it won't be the dates. So this has really, really been working for me. Now since I'm getting the Endurance 2.0, and the field notes is the Endurance 1.0, and that's going to be more for my listing and stuff like that, keeping track of all the books I want to read, all things, quotes and stuff like that. This is my planner, and to me this is part of my planning. This is, when I have things planned, this is typically what I'm planning. So this has really been working for me. I love the system. It's handwritten, so I know some people might not like the whole handwritten. I don't know, maybe you could find somebody who, if you like this, maybe you could find somebody who would print something like this out for you. Maybe you can convert bullet journaling into it somehow. I'm not really into bullet journaling, but this is just what's been working for me, and I just really wanted to share because I really love my system. Thanks. Bye-bye.